Because it seems almost like the second episode was a guy, maybe it's someone who is a part of the thought form thing, is out there, sees something crazy, or it's a person who came across somebody in a thought forming accident of some kind. But I almost think that the spirit in the first episode was the one doing the data extraction type thing as well.
I'm so proud of you together thinking, I have a blade. And sometimes.
What about this next part, though? What about this next part? Because you said Jurassic Park, so you're thinking like, and then like, that's when we bring in the Velociraptor.
This section is, it's like, I really want you to think about a dinosaur.
Yeah. Bring back the dinosaurs.
It's like a 5-star general standing next to the chair, like, I want you to think about a lot of dinosaurs all at once.
I need you to think about a long neck with a rocket launcher tapped to his spine. Can you think of that for me, mister? Unit 13 needs you!
And also, while you're at it, if you have the time, can you think about an 8-foot-tall copy of Gwyneth Paltrow that has triple M check?
Gwyneth Paltrow with missile titties, and she has a big goop candle coming out of her hands. Her goop candle that says it smells like her vagina. Could you go ahead and do that?
And she also doesn't understand what love is, and she thinks that romantic interest is the same as motherly interest. And she thinks I'm her son.
It'd be better. Can you manifest Gwyneth Paltrow? And to me, she's really skinny, but to everyone else, she's really, really fat.
Also, can she have a penis?
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you. Just like combining all of her movies into one character.
But also, that everyone else doesn't see it, so I don't have to deal with
Can you make her invisible to I can see her? She calls herself
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Robert Downey Jr., 8 feet tall,
Yeah.
shoes rack.
Kill this guy. He knows too much. Kill him. It's like I've been here for 3 minutes. He knows too much. Kill him. Weird. Yeah. All those pictures too were totally abstracted. But
They
the
were
guy's
all
face was
strange.
uncanny.
Yep. The dog's neck was too long. But then that last one, the physical manifestation of an emotion.
Yeah. Very creepy. Well, that's almost what I feel. I feel like we got the physical manifestation of like anger or something in the forest. Because if he's invisible, we really didn't see him. That's what I'm wondering. Because he was still able to hit the car.
Right.
Right.
Despite being able to appear as a childhood nightmare and have a physical form and touch you, that it won't. Don't worry.
If you see the shallow power version of Gwyneth Paltrow, the manifestation of a spider, don't worry. Her fat ass can't hurt you.
And if you're going through the hallways and you happen to see an oiled up Kim Kardashian that's 9 feet tall and thinks I'm her dog, ignore it. Go somewhere else.
If you see a floating purple cancerous cloud of energy that's representative of sadness, don't worry. It can't hurt you. There's no way. There's no way that human mind can be like, oh, okay. Spider out of the woods. You know what? You can't hurt me. There's no way. There's blood on the ground.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
However, there are several required mind exercises
same way that they captured Ghost in that, to be able to capture a thought form and keep him in like those prison cells. Yeah, dude. God forbid one of those gets out. They're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, the giant spider that you brought into reality and put in a cage.
You'd have to feel pretty bad too if that manifested. I'd be like, what the fuck are you thinking about that so much, dude?
I mean, imagine going to that chair and they're like, don't think about it. If you think that, I'd be like, bad.
That'd be so funny if it was like, don't think about a giant inside-out man. There's a guy with his gunny works on the outside. Big scream, roll out like a banshee. All right, buddy, have fun. Think of it. I have to think about it. You just put it in my head.
Well, I mean, like at the beginning, they're like true tulpas take decades of like the dedication and learning and spiritual guidance and stuff. But let's hook Dave up to this chair.
Yeah. Let's hook a random guy up from the street who's getting a fucking cassette tutorial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
great idea.
Okay, well I guess the way it makes it presented is almost like these are random people off the street. Like these aren't anybody who's trained. It's just like, oh, you were dumb enough to sign up. Cool. Are you ready for tape 4? Yeah, I'm ready to keep pushing on. This is sick. Let's go. That's scary. That's scary. Bro, why are you giggling? You're fucking freaking me out, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the visual of like a general, like a Sam Elliott type, just as the machine's turning on, being like, but also I want her to be like 5'6", 5'8", definitely not over 5'8", and maybe also if she could smell like a citronella candle on a midsummer's evening, and have some freckles, but not too many.
And if you could make her not taller than 5'6", and I want her to smell like French vanilla coffee maker. Can you do it? Do that for me?
He's just getting like so hyper specific.
Yeah, he's like, I think I do it. He's like, buddy, you manifested a 6'3" basketball player. What the hell is going on? Where's your mind at? Are we gonna have problems or what?
If you could make her maybe a little bit upset when she comes home from work in the evenings, and that's understandable, but after a time of comfort, she likes to be held and release her frustrations in a healthy and respectful manner that causes us as two people to grow closer together over time. That'd be great.
Could you go ahead and give her one leg and she's always on a roller skate?
I just want to see how fast she can go.
Put her on top of a hill and push her down and see what happens. Could you give her impeccable balance? Could you do that?
Oh, good. Also,
Rockets on the skate too. So
oh.
down the hill.
Also, if you could give her one arm but the other one's an oven mitt.
Yeah, give her one baby arm and then one regular one, but it's a giant oven mitt, and it's actually the hamburger helper. I call it dogs. Could you go ahead and do that?
Actually, scratch all that. Can you just make hamburger helper real?
You know what? Actually, could you just give me Oprah Winfrey? Thank you. I love her book club. Oh, I love her book club.
Could you just like all this being said at like a drive-through?
Yeah. This is 3 minutes after the orientation VHS video. Can you give me Oprah Winfrey from 1986? Just around that time. Thank you.
But also incredibly muscular.
Yeah. Could you make her a bodybuilder?
And oiled up as well, please.
Yeah, just go over the oil her up and put her in a pantsuit. Appreciate you. He's like saying it nonchalantly, like walks back, and then he's gonna be obviously upset when he comes back to the results. Who the hell is this?
Yeah, he walks. He's like, "Whoa, this isn't anything like oil in Iraq. Who did this? Who
What
is
the
this?
hell is this?
Dave, is that you? Dave, get out here. Stop that.
Yeah, buddy. Sorry, you're not cut out for this. Also, I just want to say too, to get back on the video here, is
Yeah.
the idea
Oh,
of
yeah.
there's really nothing more creepy in my opinion than the idea of like found footage Poughkeepsie tape style shooting like this, where someone's like looking into an empty house on both sides, where either you're thinking like, oh god, imagine someone just watching you and you didn't know, or the idea of like, what is he about to see in this dark house? It's just on both ways very spooky.
Have you ever? I won't click off to it, but have you ever watched the Gemini home entertainment?
I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it. But I have heard of it.
I would show it, but we may save it for later. But there's this one scene in the first episode that is exactly what you're describing, like seeing something weird happen in the house at night. Yeah, it's effective horror.
Yeah, same kind of stuff as like the first VHS movie and stuff too. Kind of how they set that up of like breaking into the dude's house. Yeah. Oh fuck. How fun it would be whenever he climbed through the window, he just yelled, "Hello?"
You're gonna want to see this.
Your door is locked. Ruby Frankie's house.
Bro.
Daddy of Five's house at 3 p.m. Be like, are we to assume that the person with the camera just caused that violent act to happen?
It's not confirmed one
Okay.
way or the other. In my personal theory, no, but I could also be wrong.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is I mean, either or. I'm trying to think like, oh, did this guy just go in and basically kill someone, or was he in the dark just being like, oh fuck, what did I just stumble upon?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I think the latter, given my theory.
Okay.
I also think I know who the cameraman is, but it won't make sense to you yet.
Okay.
I'll bring it up later. That was awkward.
What is that?
The moon. Gets attacked by a werewolf.
Yeah, he just looks up and he's just like, starts transforming.
Producer, my writers, my director, my friends, and you, the ordinary people who made me what I am today.
Next Headroom premieres after Moonlighting tomorrow.
Whoa.
We interrupt our current program at the request of the Massachusetts State Police. This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test.
4:54 a.m. Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:50.
Oof. God damn it! I really gotta turn down my headphones. Jesus
It
Christ!
makes it all worth it. Oh, that's so good. So, yeah. I didn't want to pause it to let you get the whole vibe. But yeah, emergency broadcast, the situation's gotten so intense that local malls are becoming safe zones. Don't return home. Shoot it if you have to. Like, it's become very dire straits, right? And we
Right.
hear when these things are approaching the house how it sounds like a group of people screaming.
Yeah,
And then we have at the end,
one hand.
the hand
Like a
shoots
glove,
up.
right?
Yep, the glove. So we have the hand shoot up. And then we get the flashing of all these different faces. So
Yeah.
some of them are like, it's hard to see without brightening the image, but this is like a corpse almost. Like bone and like blood raining
Yeah.
between. Like there's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Lovely color.
Good God.
Then we have this one that's like skin,
Looks like
like a mask sewed over
Yeah,
his
like a-
face.
masked person's face or something.
You get
It's like
this, like,
grisly death scene.
yep, someone like getting their top of their head pulled off. Because he's very lovely fellow. But the situation has gone loud enough that the police are issuing, emergency broadcasts for people to try to escape. So something's gone really wrong.
Do you hear all the different people screaming like that? Do you think that there was an outbreak from the facility, from those pods, where there's multiple thought forms out and about now, wreaking havoc?
I have a theory about what those texts were that I'm not going to tell you yet, but in episode 6 I can talk about it.
Okay.
Right. Are you ready for
The
Take
ending
5?
of that one, there is a little brown stain in my pants now.
As soon as it cut, you can see it in the recording, but as soon as it cut to that shot out the window, I started smiling. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go.
So rude.
So
rude. You leave me out to die all the time.
Well, maybe if you were, a loser and had some, previous history, horror media online, you could use it to get me. But no. So I won't.
Always the gold medal.
Always the gold. Alright,
Never the bride, huh?
never the bride. Take 5. Not here, not now, not anymore. And the description reads, do you know what they did up there? These are the consequences.
So I'm guessing they're talking about the mountain.
Yes, I would assume so.
Where is what state is this in again?
Massachusetts.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, hello again, Tiffany. Oh, hi, Wanda. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. So glad to see you. Call in on a payphone and list all the details and description. He's excited to be a dad, huh? Yes.
Liar. Liar.
And have you decided on a name for your baby boy yet? Yep. Ooh, Max, huh? That's a nice, strong name.
What the fuck kind of porn dialogue is it? You know what I mean? Ooh, Max. That's a nice, strong name. It's like the most generic name on earth. Max. Ooh, wow. Picture
I mean, it's better than naming a kid like, trying to think of a stupid name for boys.
You want to know what me and my wife said that we would name our daughter, boy and daughter?
What?
Our daughter's name would be Billy, and my son's name would be Cotton. I'm not even joking.
I've always liked Billy for a girl. I've always thought that's a cool name. Cotton is an interesting choice.
You're trying to tell me that a kid named Cotton Hancock doesn't show up to school?
I mean, that does go
Everything he's
hard.
ever wanted. Huh?
That does go hard. It sounds like he's destined to move like moonshine.
That's fine, because also then my wife came up to me and she said, you know, if we have a second son instead of a daughter, I was thinking Ulysses, and I was like, what is this? Like, why do we have like a southern plantation family?
One kid caught. That's pretty bad.
Cotton, Ulysses, and Billy.
Billy is cute for a girl.
I like Billy. Yeah.
Our names are Wilson and Ruth.
I like Ruth. People always say Ruth is like an old woman's name, but I like Ruth.
Now, Ruth's a good girl's name.
Good girls.
Esther is an old woman's name.
Esther is definitely Helga. I think Helga and Patricia don't care for it.
Helga's like a Swedish masseuse's name.
Helga. I always think of German. This is Helga.
We have
German
somebody
masseuse.
like a big, strong one who can like smash your.
Oh my god. Forearms the size of Andre the Giant's.
Beautiful, delicious.
So you can hurry up and make that call.
Yes, please. He's been moving around like crazy.
Oh, this is awesome.
Strong. Strong enough to kick so hard I almost roll up.
Pussy. This is such a good idea for found footage.
Yeah.
Let's get some measurements to see exactly how much you've grown.
Something funny on it.
What's the rating? You have baby just instant transmission out of your uterus. Well, I don't know how to say this, but we've lost your baby. He's like, what? He's like,
What do you mean? You lost it?
man, I hate to say this, but we seem to have lost your baby. That is really funny. It's a good comedic beat. I like that.
It's a bit strange.
I mean, as a technician, how do you even start to explain this?
But you can't see my baby. Don't worry.
I'm just picturing. I'm picturing from the dark void because they keep doing these jump scares. I'm picturing from the dark void that the baby like jumps out of the darkness and at the screen. Like a FNAF jump scare or something like that.
Just like Foxy dives.
Yeah. I would say that's technician. I'd be doing the same thing though.
Yeah. I mean, how do you explain it? Like,
Me too.
what?
Yeah.
There's no remotely logical explanation. No. It's just like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
There has to be something wrong with it. I'm right at it.
Martha would feel like taking a huge dump.
I don't know. Ask a woman who's giving birth.
Well, that's what I've actually always wondered that. When a woman gives birth, is it like the most satisfying dump you've ever had in your life?
I don't know. Call your mom.
I can't trust anything the woman says. Are we to assume that did she sewer slide? Or
Alright,
did she
so-
go missing?
Her cause of death isn't noted yet.
Okay. I was trying to read the newspaper, but I couldn't really read it.
Alright, so the newspaper says, for one, it says her name, school teacher.
Yeah,
and
29 school teacher.
most of this is just like, she was born here, blah, blah, blah. The only thing it says, I think, regarding her death is found in her home.
Okay.
But it doesn't give any specifics as to method. Now, here's the more interesting thing. Tiffany Crisaldi, right? Then, there is another newspaper, right when the baby disappeared. Flash for a couple frames. Bizarre events leave Berkshire's in-terror authorities mute.
That's still pretty creepy, and then there's that face too that goes through the static as well.
Uh-huh. Yep. It like appears. I think it appears right after. Yeah. This is the same face that was seen in the last episode.
Yeah.
We said it was kind of like a skinless mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I know it's wrong.
Same face. then we have themes, like the thing that the Thought Form Manifestor is effectively playing God, right? Like creating creatures that you think you have the ability to control. And then we hear Bernard Hayes talking about how one day we're going to climb the tower and look God in the eyes and equal whenever we reach that level of power. So there's almost this recurring theme of us like asking for more than we're capable of and getting the consequences of that. And it's just something that's well done throughout the show, and that I don't think gets brought up in a lot of analysis. Even my own analysis, I don't think I brought it up. But it's something I like.
I mean, it's a brilliant theme. It's very thought provoking.
Yeah, and like I said, it is like the Jurassic Park thing, right? What's the Ian Malcolm quote from Jurassic Park? You were too busy asking if you could, you never stopped to think if you should.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I have a moment to impression. Just because you can stop it. Just because you could. You should.
God. My God.
Son.
You know my favorite Jurassic Park quote is?
What?
I know DNA.
What's the other quote?
He's like, you're very unsettling when you talk.
There's that scene where he's laughing on the helicopter and laughs and they're like, what a little freak. I love it.
I like the little Colonel Sanders guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give a fuck about my grandkids. You should
Yeah, literally. The dude made dinosaurs. He's like, we can sell lunchboxes.
Like, did you have $1 trillion to open this? Like, great, you're bringing some lunchboxes.
No, isn't this worth, infinite money? That scene at the end of the movie where his grandchildren are being chased by T-Rex, he's at the museum eating spaghetti. Man, these dead grandchildren really get me mad.
Don't make me have to do it again.
Everything we're about to hear is from someone named Paul Morelli. The name Porter that was mentioned earlier will come back later. He's the person who these messages were sent to. Or, sorry, he was supposed to be the one to have access to these messages, right?
Right.
Now, keep this in mind. For one, all the messages we're about to hear occurred within 1 week, right?
Yeah, 6 days.
30th. But also, 1987. Like you pointed out, the Thought Form Manifestor was in 1993.
Yeah.
So all
And
the
the guy
stuff related to that was
The guy
6
from
years
the beginning
after.
was 81.
Yes, yes. So this is way predating like the Thought Form Manifestor, the events that we're seeing currently, stuff like that. So just keep in mind.
Message 1. Large travel flight. 11:14 a.m.
idea of, hey, we were doing some demolition and we found some like ancient ruins, stuff like that. Stuff about like monsters or creatures that we used to have records of but have been blotted out for some reason from our history books. Like, so
I love it too, just like some Boston blue collar guy just being like, yeah,
hi,
yeah, it's Paul. Yeah, man, I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit down here. Like, it's really old. Like, there's stickmen drawn on the walls with all kinds of weird. And there's diapers. There's tons of diapers. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep working and not really give a shit. So I'll let you know when we're done. See ya.
look, buddy, I clock in and out. I put my 9 to 5 in, get an honest day's work. I'll fight whatever, demon monsters you want me to. But after 5 o'clock, I'm checked out.
11:14 a.m. He's just like, we're getting ready to break for lunch. Just to let you know, I did find an army of beetles. It's like beetle people. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like insect men. I really don't know how else to say it. So we're probably just gonna plow on through and see what we can do. But I got Subway in my car. I got a cold cut combo, so I gotta get down to that. And I'll let you know. See you later.
Hey, look, pal, you talking about sending security guards down here to take care of the beetle people? Look, pal, I'm in the union, all right? If they're on my side, it's my job, all right? So if you're going to undercut me or contract me come here, that ain't happening. I'll get the gangsters of it, all right?
I'm not gonna lie.
You respect my work, I respect yours.
Paul is becoming a favorite of mine. Message 1. I want to put message 2. Need to hear message 2 to see if he's still one of my favorite characters.
All right, that's it.
I love Paul because Paul says this. Yeah, I came down and that blocked in tunnel. It's clear. And like an electrician came in and strobe up lights. People thought they saw something and they thought they saw a deer. I thought that was weird. Is a deer supposed to string up the lights in the tunnel? But it turned out it was just a tall guy. So it's like I don't get that confused. Not exactly. It's a 9-foot tall man walking around the woods.
Look, pal, careful, all right? We're in the union. Better.
Frank, you have pushed my buttons. First the bug people, and now you have a human ladder putting up lights. Alright? Need you to let us know, because this is our contract.
He didn't say that he thought the deer did it. He said that,
It read, the flow of that sentence, the way he structured it, like, well, it was a deer.
he said at first, I thought it was a deer they were seeing, but then they all swore it looked like a small man.
Yeah, but it insinuated, at least for me, whenever I was, I could be wrong,
You know what? I like the
I
image
could have
more
sworn
of
it was
the
a deer
deer.
putting up wires, and he had a drill with the lights. Turned out it was just a 9-foot tall man.
Look, that guy, my crew, if you have some other crew here, you need to let us know, all right?
And they're all sick as dogs. That guy's is sick. I did DoorDash. I bought 60 pounds of Mongolian fried chicken last night. They actually refused it well after the altercation with the people. And the 9-foot tall man, I think, did do something similar. Why? I don't know, Frank. All I know is my guys are royally pissed. I'll be back. Also, why can't Frank pick up his phone? What the hell? Paul's been calling him every day. What I'm seeing here multiple times a day.
We'll find out. I do find that line funny.
Take photos of your brush for that. He seems totally fine fine when he got here, but we practically had to carry him back to his car when he was done. Also, we found some really old shit down there. We got a guy on the crew who used to do archaeology work or whatever.
I do find that line funny. I know.
We found a Mesopotamian pyramid down here, Frank. And one of the guys on the crew, he stuck a couple of these up before too.
Archaeological work.
And,
It's like you used to work in retail. Like it's just a
Exactly.
common thing every crew has.
I'm just saying, he dug up some of these pyramids before, and he says that this is kind of old, Frank. Also, like it's
Not an expert Mesoamerican archaeologist, if you ask me, but he does have some history with like runic examples of the ancient, of lost tribes dating pre-12th century. So he's all right. He knows most of the edges.
He said that he's seen these gargoyle statues before. And we keep reading them. We keep trying to read the names out loud, but we keep going blind when we read it. So I don't know what's happening down here. But if you could give me a call. I also like how just nonchalant he is, too. He's like, man, Frank, I'm telling you, there's a lot of crazy shit down here.
Frank, there's
guy-
a lot going on, Frank.
I think it's a bit serendipitous because we did offer the Mongolian fried chicken to the guy you sent out, but he didn't eat it. And he's sick as a dog, too, so now I'm wondering what the
Now
hell's
I'm
even
thinking, okay, it's probably something else entirely. Potentially the Beetle people.
Yeah, it could be the Beetle people because we had to rule out the tall guy because it ended up just being three clowns on top of each other's shoulders in a large trench coat. So that can't be them. All right, Frank. Call me back when you can.
It turns out they were clowns. I'm pulled by the old three clowns in the trench coat at a construction site,
At a
Frank.
construction site, that's a typical thing you have to deal with.
It's just a classic high school prank.
Classic. Yeah. They're all 14-year-old clowns. Very young. I didn't know clowns started this early, Frank. All right. Call me back.
And then the next message, he's like, "Hey Frank, did you ever do the clown prank when you were in high school?" Because we're not like he's just like talking.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say the next call is it's just honk honk. He's like, all right, Frank, I'm a clown now. I'm not going to be able to finish the job. I am going to the circus. I wish you all the best, buddy. It's like I'm making a bunch of pies right now to put in people's faces. I think the crew's getting a big laugh out of it. All right, Frank. Talk to you next time.
I guess there's some old artifacts down there, like weapons, trinkets. Unfortunately, I sent you your way because I feel like you'd be interested, and he can explain all this shit better than I could anyways. Alright, bye.
March 26th, 1:03 p.m.
Frank, there's something ain't right here. I feel okay so far. I don't know how long that's gonna last. I saw that thing you guys have been talking about last night, stalking around in the tree line. I swear it had a face. Anyways, just call me back as soon as you can, Frank.
I feel like he's too composed. By,
Who, Frank?
by the third missed call,
Third call.
I would be like livid.
Well, so what I think is happening is that he is returning his calls in between these messages because after the third one, he's like, "So anyway, I saw that photographer
Guy you sent out.
So I think they are talking to each other between
Well, see, I didn't
his
know.
messages.
I didn't know if that was the case because he was like, "Oh, I didn't know if you sent a guy down or not, or the guy that you sent down to take pictures." Because I'm guessing I've been watching this, perceiving it more as him being like, "Oh, these people are just showing up," and being like, "Oh yeah, Frank sent me," and the guy's like, "Oh,
Oh, that's possible too. Yeah, that's possible. Honestly, I don't remember. So you could be.
yeah."
Go ahead.
It's just funny. Just funny story that all of my food's rotten, Frank. They said sushi wouldn't go bad after a couple days, but it simply has. We went to Miyamoto Sushi. We got the blackjack roll. You know that one, Frank? I got some fried wontons too, but those didn't last either. The cabbage are spoiled. Just say it next time you get sushi for you guys. Eat it same day, Frank. You've been warned.
but that's all right. We found this kind of low income resort like group of people just over the mountainside, and we've been eating them for the past 24 hours, and we're rationing it out, so we should do for the rest of the job.
Yeah, luckily the man lurking around in the tree line has been cooking Totino's party pizzas for us, Frank, so we should be all right.
It turns out the clowns have stock in Tostitos, so they've been helping
the
us out.
clowns have been giving us cream pies and Totino's party pizzas and confetti cupcakes, so we should be okay.
All right,
Onwards and upwards, Frank.
Call you back, Frank.
Yeah, I'll be back from time. Miss you, buddy.
We saw it again. Something out here with us. It's in the woods. And it's watching us, goddammit. There ain't no animal either. Come with your guys, gonna put up those fancy hunting cameras and see if we can catch anything. Maybe locals fucking with us. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, I just.
Message 7. Date and time unavailable. Message 3.
Interesting. Do you think that that's the, do you think that that comes across as like the, like, energy cloud? Like it isn't fully manifested yet?
Look at you. That's good. Good thought. I have to. I don't want to theorize yet because you don't know
Sure.
yet what I'm referring to.
Well, I mean, it makes it seem like they've definitely opened up something. Or some, like,
Yeah.
they've definitely unleashed something or they've stumbled upon something, but it seems like with them having now, like, oh, the path is now clear, it's either that something got let out or something's letting them in.
Because keep in mind, this is all pre-Thought 4 manifested, right?
Right.
So.
Holy shit, Chicago Expo. I feel so tight. The pressure behind my eyes. My teeth, they're throbbing. I think I'm starting to initiate a contact tunnel. I feel like I have to figure out what's down there. I think whatever's down there is help my crew. Also, I feel like something really bad's gonna happen if I don't put down. So, what's everything?
Message 9. March 30th. Time unavailable. This is Revenge. Your messages.
Ooh, what was that at the ending?
It was our old friend.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it again? Okay.
Yep. That was famous.
Interesting. So,
How
I really
cool
love
is this
I really-
whole part?
yeah, I love the whole build-up of
Oh.
finding out some kind of tunnel into the mountain and everything like that. It is kind of funny that you could read it the way that we did with Paul, and it does feel like by message 8, it feels like Paul got addicted to fentanyl.
My teeth are humming and
Yeah, like
can
Paul
feel
and the
tight.
entire
Yeah.
Union crew were fin flumping or fin flopping.
Yeah.
No, but I love the idea of having to go down and see it. And, even the weird part too. After this part, when there's almost like a veil was taken over, like
Yeah.
like it was hiding what was actually going on. It just kind of
That
like
camera.
slips. Yeah,
Yeah. We're doing the whole like flip off.
it does this, but it looks like it was just copying the image, so you couldn't actually see what was
Exactly. Yeah.
going by.
It's like it was manipulating the cameras, but there's no evidence of it.
Exactly.
Man, I love that section so much. Where he's like, it's ringing, and he's talking about how he's like, he feels different and he needs to go down there, and he starts mumbling to himself. And then in my interpretation is this last call is from the mine itself. So all the crew members are now deep within the mine, and it sounds like this. So good. Oh my word.
Super
The
fun.
men are compelled to sprint down into there, and they're becoming these like abominations.
Yeah, fentanyl zombies.
Fentanyl zombies. And here's also my other theory. You'll see more about this crew later, right?
Okay.
So what I'm about to say is going to be backed up, but I'll go ahead and tell you my theory for what I'll mute it so you don't get jump scared again. These attacks. Do you think that they're the crew? I think it's the crew. Because one, all these faces we see are all humanoid. They're all distinctly like humanoid. Plus, he's there. The same person that was with the Morelli crew. My theory is that these attacks that are happening across the city are because of Morelli construction. Or they're the crew members of Morelli.
Orchestrated by whatever entity this is.
Also, this whole bit right here where we see the Max Headroom thing beforehand, I'm pretty sure that this indicates to us this is in 1993, I think. So, it's the idea that
I think you
it's
can
been down there 6 years.
Oh wow, okay.
I think that's right. If I'm right about my theory about the people attacking me in the crew.
Crazy. Just going insane. They're definitely like under whatever spell or under whatever kind of trance this thing's putting them through.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, sorry. It is 87, I believe. Or was that the same
thing
year?
is?
I think so.
Oh, that's probably a good theory then.
Yes, yeah. Because if I remember right, I think this specific episode aired like 1987. I think.
Yeah, it looks like here it says November 22nd, 1987.
Yeah, so that would be right. That would be after the events of. It's saying here it's airing October 9th. That it'll air because it says tomorrow on October 9th. So this thing's happening on October the 8th of 1987. And then this is what I do for all my videos. It's just stuff like this for hours. And then so if that's 1987.
Also, October 4th, there, I don't know how relevant it is, if it's all around the same time of year or something like that.
What are these? These are March. So they were at least down there for a few months.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because these are all called from March, the end of March.
Weird. Frank just totally left him there. Didn't give a shit.
Yeah, so my theory is that Frank might have known, or Simeon might have known what these men were doing. But all ready for the next one? How you feeling? How do you feel about that one?
Very good. Yeah, no, I think it's unfolding into something. It's just piquing my intrigue. Also, very spooky. I like it.
It is.
In a recent crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County, many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic. The emergency broadcast system was engaged for residents to secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who have been targeting and breaking into people's homes.
Alright, so some fun visuals there. So basically the whole emergency broadcast is swept under the rug, right?
Yeah, they kind of highlighted, oh, yeah, there's some crimes, but everything's fine now.
Yeah, just return to your normal, back to normal, right?
Yeah.
But the screen at the end says he's a liar, right? It shows like his cut up face.
Yeah.
And then we have the lovely image of the conjoined twins, very nice. And then there is a brief flash of engaged couple Alex Marsh and Tiffany Crisaldi, sent together as they discuss the bathroom loss of their unborn son. So this is what I talked about earlier, right? Alex and Tiff, she's the one who died and lost a child.
3 years later, right?
Yes, 29, at the age of 29. We kind of have like a 3-year gap all this stuff occurs in, from 1987 to 1993. And Alex again was the one who was taken.
Actually, it's a 6-year gap.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 6 years.
Well, what's important about that too is that whenever Frank gave a speech at the beginning, it was in 1981, then it pops up in 1987, now we're in 1993.
Yeah, that's true. I think too, it's like the 1981 might just be like early on when the government was thinking about doing all of this.
That or just seemed like he was getting some kind of like footing with it. He's talking about it.
Yeah.
He right before he got the funding, maybe.
Yeah, because all he's talking about there is like wanting to invest on.
Yeah.
Right. Which we see here with this response. We also see this newspaper clip. This name will be very important. These events are only the tip of the iceberg, says Jim Melgren, a former police officer who now works as a private investigator and hosts a radio show centered around government transparency and accountability. Quote from him, there are horrifying reports of people, healthy grown adults, becoming deformed, growing extra limbs, teeth growing out of their scalp, people developing severe mental conditions, or even sickness doctors have never seen, ... So,
I think that you're saying from episode 2 that we're looking at Jim.
Man, how did you do that? That's good. That's solid. How'd you put that together so quick?
Because I think that just because the former investigator, it's a guy taking shit into his own hands. The way I see it is the guy is going out and investigating stuff. Because I think that from what I was thinking is that they're trying to drop crumbs for you're thinking that it's Alex Marsh because of him and his baby, but I think it's Jim going out and doing that stuff. And if anything, I think Jim going into potentially Alex Marsh's and his house is what we initially thought, is what I thought. But I could be wrong. But I didn't know.
So, yeah, actually, that's one of my main theories for the series, that all of the found footage, like handheld cam stuff, is Jim Melgren.
It would make the most sense right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll see more later that is explicitly Jim Melgren. So he'll come up for sure later, but yeah, that's one of my theories, that like episode 2 and like the home invasion stuff and all that was Jim Melgren. Yeah.
Because I think that he's just trying to get proof of what's going on as well. But what I'm wondering is, while there are things, well, let me ask you this: the thing that was beating on the car, then do you believe that's one of the miners, or do you think that because he's been thinking about stuff so much that he thought formed something himself?
Honestly, I don't know. There's not enough info about Jim in the series currently, but
Okay.
I do think, if I had to theorize, I think the blood found on the mountain, the thing that beat on his car, was one of the railway construction guys.
Okay.
Because it is, I think, after he goes to Mount Greylock and films the blood, and you hear the news report that says hikers found the remains of someone that was mutilated, it's then the emergency broadcast stuff happens.
Right.
So I think that was one of the miners that ran up and hit on the car.
Okay. I mean, that makes the most sense too, and it makes it even more horrifying, which I love.
Yeah, you got these. Okay, so this next episode's gonna have a lot about the miners. But yeah, these guys are terrifying.
Okay.
All right, ready? Tape 8. Old odd ends.
Well, that broadcast went completely tits up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison for the past 2 hours. What the fuck happened?
So this is actual real world stuff, right? So this is a picture of the real Mount Greylock, right? It has this big, it's like an observation tower with some arches. This exists there in real life. What also exists in real life is right next to it is a large radio tower that delivers all of the signal for everything. So the tower that broadcasts the news is that Mount Greylock.
That's interesting.
But by then, the hijackers were preparing to do what they wanted. What a complete fuck up. They made us look like a fucking joke. Speaking of which, Don, where the fuck is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this fucking mess. Well, we can try to reach him. We called him multiple times. Tried his patient. We've asked around to see if anyone's heard from him. You've been to his house? Well, no. I just thought that maybe he'd be upset if I did that. Get in your fucking car and go to his fucking house. I don't care if you kick down his front door and drag him there by his ear. You bring him into the studio. Do you understand?
He makes the mention there's some very powerful people making sure things go well here, right? So it implies that, you know, the government, Unit 13, whatever, is controlling what the locals get in their news as well.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Warning, anomalous file detected. This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Opening file. Arnold Rivers personal log. Final.
Alright, you're who Arnold is.
Yeah, yep.
I was involved in the Morelli construction project on Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology. Paul Morelli took me on after securing government contract for the Greylock project. I'm reporting this because I believe my life is in danger. On National 4th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountains that have a multitude of ancient monuments and artifacts. On March 23rd, the law cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. Many of the artifacts were finding Clovis artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE. There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier Paleo-American cultures that we have yet to even begin studying.
Put it in my blood. Oh my. It's so cool.
So the idea too, our boy Arnie is going down there, right? And he's hired on because his buddy, essentially Paul, is like, hey, I've got this sick government contract. It would be cool if you came on, whatever.
Yeah.
And he basically comes across and he finds a gold mine, which is basically anthropological, like